Cars coming out now for the first practice session of the morning for race 6, a 20-lap scratch race for the second round in the series. A total of 14 cars coming out for this practice session in dry, sunny but cold and windy conditions. And positions after just one round of the series. Chris Ryan leads with 200 points from Gary Kinchin with 175, and Mark Lord going through there third with 155. Mark going through there, number 53, was in fact fastest in practice with a time of 42.46. That's a speed of 84.78. And here we see Chris Ryan, the current championship leader. He was 6th fastest with a time of 43.79. That's a speed of 82.21. Number 13 going through there, that was Victoria Warner from Harrow. 95 going through there, that's Mark Thompson. He was 4th fastest with a time of 43.42. That's a speed of 82.91. Quick shot there to 47, Gary Kinchin. He was 2nd fastest with a time of 42.80. That's a speed of 84.11. And number 2 going through there, that was Alexander Graham. He was 7th fastest with a time of 43.85. That's a speed of 82.09. '26, Ian Knight. He was 5th fastest with a time of 43.46. That's a speed of 82.83. There we see another shot of Chris Ryan. Chris comes from Dorking. 26, another shot of Ian Knight from London. And he's entered by Knight Racing. 14, that's Neil Burkitt from Bracknell. Mark Thompson again, 95. And another shot of Ian Knight. Number 20 going through there, that's Philip Santa. He was 3rd fastest overall with a time of 43.27. That's a speed of 83.19. Neil Burkitt again. Neil Chillystone going through there, number 50. He comes from Hingham. And number 98, that's Ben Hayes. Mark Thompson again. Number 16 going through there, that's Robert Piper. He comes from Maidstone. And there we see another shot of the poleman, Mark Lord. Mark is entered by Fat Bob's Volkswagen. And as we see another shot of 26, Ian Knight, that's the end of practice. Cars coming out for the 20-lap race now, led by the poleman, Mark Lord. Number 14 going through there, that's Neil Burkitt. In front of Neil there, number 5, Matthew French. Cars waiting to be sent off on their green flag lap. The weather is bright and sunny at the moment. We've had a snow shower, but the track is dry. Cars being sent off on their green flag lap. Here we see the first 6 rows of the grid with Mark Lord on pole position, and alongside Mark is Gary Kinchin. Number 7 going through there, Mark Sains, and number 50, that's Neil Chillystone. Red lights, green, and everybody looks to be safely away. A good start there by Matthew French. End of the first lap, it's Mark Lord from Gary Kinchin, Chris Ryan, Mark Thompson, Ian Knight, Alexander Graham, Victoria Warner, Philip Santa. Side by side there, Neil Chillystone and Matthew French. And the last car through there, a smoking Robert Piper. Second lap, still Mark Lord from Gary Kinchin, Chris Ryan, Mark Thompson, Ian Knight and Alexander Graham. There we see a shot of Robert Piper. Third lap, Mark Lord, Gary Kinchin. Mark Thompson now up into third ahead of Chris Ryan. Alexander Graham is 5th and Ian Knight 6th. And already up into 7th there, Matthew French on a bit of a charge. Fourth lap, Mark Lord, Gary Kinchin, Mark Thompson, Alexander Graham now up into 4th ahead of Chris Ryan. 6th is Ian Knight and 7th Matthew French. There's another shot of Mark Sains. Fifth lap, Mark Lord. Up into 2nd now, Alexander Graham ahead of Gary Kinchin, Mark Thompson, Ian Knight and Chris Ryan back in 6th now. Still Matthew French in 7th. Here we see 98, that's Ben Hayes. Sixth lap, Mark Lord now coming under pressure from Alexander Graham. Gary Kinchin still 3rd. 4th now Ian Knight, 5th Mark Thompson, up into 6th Matthew French, and 7th is now Chris Ryan, as we see another shot of Mark Sains. Seventh lap, we have a new leader, Alexander Graham from Mark Lord. Matthew French is up into 3rd, then it's Ian Knight, Gary Kinchin, Mark Thompson, and 7th Chris Ryan. 13, that's Victoria Warner, followed through by Neil Chillystone, and a big moment there for number 14, that's Neil Burkitt. 8th lap, Alexander Graham from Mark Lord, Matthew French, Ian Knight still in 4th. We've lost Chris Ryan, he's retired. Ninth lap side by side, Mark Lord and Alexander Graham, and Mark is back in the lead. Matthew French still third, fourth Ian Knight, fifth Gary Kinchin, and sixth Mark Thompson. Here we see another shot of 13 Victoria Warner and number 50 Neil Chillystone. Tenth lap for the leader now, Mark Lord with a good lead. From Matthew French now up into second place, ahead of Alexander Graham, Ian Knight, Gary Kinchin and Mark Thompson. Here we see another shot of Victoria Warner and Neil Chillystone. Mark Lord coming through now in the second part of the race. We're on the 11th lap now from Matthew French, Alexander Graham, Ian Knight, Gary Kinchin and Mark Thompson side by side. Mark Thompson put up a fastest lap for the race with a time of 44.20. That's a speed of 81.44. Here comes the leader again with a good lead now over Matthew French, Alexander Graham and Ian Knight. Here's Neil Burkitt and Ben Hayes. Leaders coming through on their 14th lap now as we see Mark Lord, Matthew French, Alexander Graham, and a very sideways. Ian Knight has lost it, so Gary Kinchin and Mark Thompson now are fourth and fifth. Ian Knight has managed to keep the motor running. Being caught there by Victoria Warner and Neil Chillystone. Here comes the leader on his 15th lap. Mark Lord, Matthew French, Alexander Graham, Gary Kinchin and Mark Thompson. That's the first five now. Here's Ian Knight side by side with Victoria Warner, followed through by Neil Chillystone. Sixteenth lap. Lord, French, Graham, Kinchin and Thompson. Seventeenth lap. Same order, though Mark Thompson now is up into fourth ahead of Gary Kinchin. '98 coming through here, Ben Hayes. And he's followed through by the leaders on their 18th lap now, and it's still Lord, French, Graham, Kinchin back into fourth ahead of Thompson. Here we see Ian Knight, Neil Chillystone and Victoria Warner. Here's the leader coming through on his penultimate lap now. It's Mark Lord from Matthew French. Up into third though is Mark Thompson ahead of Alexander Graham. Gary Kinchin has retired. As we see a shot of 26 Ian Wright and 50 Neil Chillystone, waiting for the leaders to come through on their last lap. Here he is, it's Mark Lord in the lead, with a good lead this time from Matthew French. Third is Mark Thompson, fourth Alexander Graham. Mark Lord won the race doing 20 laps in 15 minutes 25.31. That's a speed of 77.81. Second was Matthew French, third Mark Thompson, fourth Alexander Graham. Fifth was finally Ian Knight, and sixth Neil Chillystone.